All right, let's close the loop now on a topic we've covered a lot here on The Story. Last year, regarding Oregon's Silicon Forest, it involved Governor Tina Kotek's land use superpower, allowing her to bring land into an urban growth boundary to be used for things like semiconductors. Now, since she was eyeing 373 acres of rural land near Hillsboro, just south of Highway 26, the hope was that the land would attract one of 3 planned federal semiconductor facilities and hundreds of millions of federal dollars along with it. The bill that gave Kotek that power, Senate Bill 4, had a deadline of December 31st to finalize the plan to bring the land into the urban growth boundary. But late last week, Kotek abandoned the plan, saying she did not see a legal path forward. Opponents had all but promised to sue if the governor moved forward, protesting outside the lone public meeting that was held in the fall, wanting to keep the farmland just the way it is. And of course, Intel's fall from financial grace this past year did not help bolster Oregon as a semiconductor destination in the eyes of the federal government. The first 2 federal facilities were announced for upstate New York and California's Silicon Valley. No word yet on the third. But it's a bit of a surprise that Kotek's plan crumbled in the 11th hour, because it seemed Oregon was a front runner to land one of the 3 federal facilities, with President Biden's Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo, calling Oregon's Silicon Forest, quote, exceptional when she visited in the spring of 2023.
Not every state has a CHIPS Act, a state CHIPS Act, which includes very smart investments like worker training, site selection, and investments in companies. Not every state has, world-class community colleges that are already working with industry. So, as I said, it's competitive, of course, but what you have here is quite exceptional.
Well, not exceptional enough, apparently. So does that mean any land use battles are over? Definitely not. The governor may not have that urban growth boundary superpower any longer, but she left the door wide open in her statement about this latest plan. The governor believes that for the long-term success of Oregon's economy, there may be a need for more industrial land outside of existing UGBs, but the constraints of Senate Bill 4 limit her authority at this time.